Welcome to another episode of Hero TV, where this is the show where I tackle all the different superhero related news that's going on in the media. I'm your host, Alex Hampton, and today we have a very jam-packed show. And today I'm going to start off with our first big story, which is Zack Snyder's Justice League cut, supposedly. So it's been reported by multiple sources that Zack Snyder had a script of what he wanted to do with the Justice League. Apparently, what we have seen from the current Justice League movie is not what he really envisioned for the movie that he had set out years ago. Apparently, it's being reported that he made the script for this movie way before the Batman v Superman movie came out. And basically, the script is detailing how they're in this ruins area. Superman is a villain killing people, and Batman, a broken cyborg, and Flash are working together to try to stop Superman. And futuristic Batman sends futuristic Flash to the past to let past Bruce know that Lois is the key. Please prevent this from happening, which we saw that scene in Batman vs. Superman where we see Flash reaching out to Batman saying, hey, Lois is the key, she's the key. And I'll say this, the script offhand sounds pretty cool for an animated movie. I don't think that Zack Snyder could have pulled it off, if I'm being honest. Listen, the only thing that Zack Snyder ever did right was Man of Steel. His script that he said he developed, that he never got a chance to shot. Here's my problem with this. Granted, I do believe him that he did develop a separate script. Okay? And I do believe that Warner Brothers vetoed that script. My problem with that is that he still had a hand in making the current Justice League movie. Now, I don't know how much of a hand that he had in that movie, but you know, Joss Whedon did direct that movie, and he did rewrite some things in that movie. But we cannot negate the fact that Zack Snyder had a hand in making this movie. Justice League, on its premises right now, was a okay movie for the most part. But a lot of things fall off in that movie. I mean, honestly, like, I went to go see it with friends, and we all walked away like, yo, what did we just watch? I mean, I enjoyed the character interactions. I loved seeing the Justice League on screen for the first time. I thought that was dope. But, you know, this script, I mean, honestly, the reason why I say this news is kind of somewhat irrelevant. It's not irrelevant that media pundits like myself are reporting on it. It's irrelevant because Zack Snyder is telling us this, that he had a script that he developed like literally 2 years after the fact. Like, we're not going to see it anyway. It's not like you're going to call those actors, have Warner Brothers spend X amount of dollars to redo that script. So the fact that you are putting this out to the public, and by the way, the way he put this out to the public, he was doing a showing of the films that he's directed and made at some particular event, and media pundits were there, commentators were there, asking him questions about Justice League and the DCEU, and this is him explaining to it. And mind you, he's been doing some other DCEU related stuff in regards to the Justice League, like releasing pictures and different things of what Batman should have done and all this other stuff. And I'm like, you know, it doesn't make sense. I mean, you're off the project. Personally, I think he should stop talking about it because, you know, Justice League is not that great of a film. And personally, the script sounds cool on paper. I just don't think he could deliver it. That's just me. I feel as though Zack Snyder is a great visual director, but him telling a story, aside from The Rock, I can't really see him telling a really good story. People keep talking about Pain and Gain. It's a funny comedy, but it's not a good story at all, in my opinion. I think it's stupid. But so there's that. So I just think that there isn't. I personally, I don't think that particular that particular script really means anything. And that's just my first story for today as I wrap up with this. But you know what's funny? My next story actually involves Zack Snyder again. So the second story I have today on Hero TV is that it's being reported that Zack Snyder basically tweeted out some things of how he felt about Batman killing people. And basically, he's responding back to Twitter fans of the DCEU of why Batman is killing people in the BVS movie and just in the DCEU universe. And basically, he just went off and said these very oddball comments that don't really make any sense. His comments are literally off the charts and all over the place. And from what I gather from his comments is that basically he's saying that Batman is not the only person in any superhero universe that has killed people. In a nutshell, that's what he's saying. And to a degree, I agree with him. If anybody has seen Iron Man, his body count is ruthless. The first Iron Man movie, he killed people to escape. And then when he finalized his first Iron Man suit, he came back to the same place and killed more people. I mean, so I think it's kind of stupid for fans to jump on this bandwagon of, well, Batman doesn't kill people. Actually, he does. It's called combat. He doesn't set out to kill people. I don't believe he does. I don't believe he puts on his mask and his costume and says, hey, I'm going to kill 12 dozen people today. No, when he's in combat, he's doing whatever means necessary to take down his enemy. Most people think that he's not a killer because of the Batman animated series. The Batman animated series is a loose translation of the comic books. I grew up on the Batman animated series. Love the animated series. It's a loose translation of the comic book. Very loose. Okay? And for the most part, if you watch Batman fight in the comic books, like, think about it. He's throwing people through walls. Cement walls. You're not surviving that, guys. Nobody is. You throw me against a cement wall really hard and I go through the wall, there's no way I'm breathing after that. So for the most part, I think the hypocrisy of people getting so hyped up about this is kind of stupid. I mean, I love Black Panther. Obviously, I use the helmet as a prop. You know what his first scene was in the Black Panther movie? When he went to go see Nakia? When he went to go save Nakia? He killed those African people who had guns. He killed those people. So let's not forget that that other superheroes and other heroes of any genre, they do kill enemies. I mean, that's what happens in combat. I'm not condoning the fact that people should kill people, but when you're in the act of combat, that's a risk. There are casualties when it comes to combat. So I just think that, yes, his comments are very odd. I'll say that, very odd. But if I had to sum them up, he's basically saying Batman is not the only person who's killed people. He's not. Again, you go through the MCU, there's plenty of characters who have killed people in the MCU who are heroes. Okay? So that's my second story. And my third story for today is my final story, is that the new images of the Batman Hush movie has came out today. It was just reported today by various news sources that the images of the animated movie Batman Hush, they're revealing the images of those movies. I am a huge Batman Hush fan. That was actually my first graphic novel that I've ever bought. I'm just going to be 100% honest. The images look terrible. They look terrible. And the reason why they look terrible, they look nothing like the comic book. I know that we're not supposed to, I know that we can't always accurately depict a book from something. We can't always accurately depict each comic book brick for brick of what happens. But from what I'm seeing, they're basing this amazing graphic novel off the New 52 animated run they have running for the DC animated verse of the New 52 Batman dealing with the Hush era. And my issue with that is that they should not be doing that. Batman Hush took place way before the New 52. Way before the New 52. I actually like the New 52. And I've liked some of the movies that have come out with the New 52. My problem is that this should have been a Kevin Conroy movie. And what I mean by Kevin Conroy movie, Kevin Conroy should have been the person voicing Batman. This should be the Kevin Conroy Batman that we all know, fighting against the Hush that we have read about in the comic books. Keep in mind, this is a very convoluted story. Superman's involved. There's a Green Lantern in the movie. You have Huntress in the movie. You have other Batman side characters in the movie. There's a lot going on in the Hush movie, the Hush comic book. So I don't like what I'm seeing, but I'm hoping for the best. You know, again, it's my favorite comic book. It's about 100 pages. I love that book to death. Yo, DC, do not mess this up. I haven't seen a trailer yet, but when I'm looking at these images, I'm like, this something ain't right. Something ain't right. So, but yeah, that is my show today. Thank you guys for watching this jam-packed episode of Hero TV. If you want to go ahead and just like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, you get to see all the different comics, all the different content that's coming out on my channel, like Hero TV, which is on Wednesdays, Ask Alex on Mondays, and on Fridays, I have Gaming with Alex, and I also have movie reviews and a whole lot of other different content as well on my channel. And if you want to be a supporter on my channel, all you have to do is go to my Patreon page and be a patron at my Patreon page. That's one way to support. You can also just be a subscriber, or you can just like one of my Facebook pages, or you can be a follower on my Instagram or Twitter. Any of my social media. You can be a part of what we're doing here at Momentum Media. So I thank you guys so much for watching this video, and you guys have a blessed day. Thank you guys for watching this video. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube page to get more exclusive content coming from my YouTube channel. And if you want to watch my previous videos, go ahead and click on this video up here or this video down here, where you get to see more exclusive content coming from my channel. Thank you guys for watching this video, and you guys have a blessed day.